Impact of Subsidies on Indian Economy. Presented by Harishwachandran. What is subsidy? Subsidies are a kind of incentive which plays an important role in the economic development of developing countries. Subsidies bring out desired changes by effecting optimal allocation of resources, stabilizing the price of essential goods and services, redistributing income in favor of poor people, thus achieving the objective of growth and equity of nation. Used to modify market outcomes, especially to take account of positive externalities, and, sometimes, to subserve certain well-defined redistributive objectives. The rationale of subsidies. Subsidies are justified in the presence of positive externalities, because in these cases consideration of social benefits would require a higher level of consumption than what would be attained on the basis of private benefits only. Government subsidies. Government subsidies may be defined as the difference between cost of delivering various publicly provided goods and services and the recovery arising from such deliveries. Subsidies, as converse of an indirect tax, constitute an important fiscal instrument for modifying market-determined outcomes. While taxes reduce disposable income, subsidies inject money into circulation. Subsidies affect the economy through the commodity market by lowering the relative price of the subsidized commodity, thereby generating an increase in its demand. With an indirect tax, the price of the taxed commodity increases, and the quantity at which the market for that commodity is cleared falls, other things remaining the same. Taxes appear on the revenue side of government budgets, and subsidies on the expenditure side. Classification of subsidies: public good, defense, police and general. Merit good, protection against disease, environmental protection, education. Non-merit, individual customer. Different types of subsidy. Cash subsidy, providing food or fertilizer to consumer at lower price. Interest or credit subsidies. Tax subsidies. In-kind subsidies. Procurement subsidies. Regulatory subsidy. Problems due to subsidization: proportionate distribution of subsidy is not done. Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra, and Gujarat has 20% of population of India, but they get 26% of subsidy. Whereas UP, MP, Bihar and Orissa has 40% of the population, but they get 31% of subsidy. Subsidies often promote inefficiencies. Fertilizer subsidies promote inefficiencies and are ill-targeted. These need to be reformed. Subsidization should emerge at the end of the process for income support to small and marginal farmers. Over-subsidization could adversely affect environment and allocation of resources, for example over-utilization of subsidized fossil fuels, over-utilization of fertilizers. Fiscal deficit as expenditure increases. Solution and recommendations. There should be a periodic review as to the utility of continuing a subsidy, and a decision should be taken even at the initial stage of its introduction as to the life of the subsidy. In a period of 5 years, fertilizer subsidies in their present form should be done away with and proper exit policy formulated for inefficient units. A limited amount of subsidies targeted to marginal poor farmers could be linked to actual purchases through a reimbursement system. Instead of subsidies, equivalent allowances can be provided to the recipients to avoid pilferage of subsidized items. Thank you.